today's another unboxing video day. This is my interior from John Skinner in the UK. And as you might expect, it's been shipped via FedEx. And of course, FedEx is unconcerned with stuff, their job. And they put a hole in this. I'm a little bit bitter with FedEx. No, I shouldn't be the better person, but hopefully nothing behind there is, dorked up, fucked up, ruined, maligned, mangled. And let's see what we got. More of that. Good thing this is not a radiator. FedEx would have dorked that up too. I'm going to pause and get this opened, then I'll show you bit by bit. All right, let's get that out of the way. Let's see, first things first, parcel shelf, I believe. Yeah, that's the color I'm going with. It's a gray, and kind of similar to what I had in my Roadster now that I think of it. Put this gently over here away from the staples. Let's see, I've got a clip somewhere. I believe these are the wood pieces. Oh, tacking strips. Okay, so I've ordered MGA Deluxe seats. I'm going to be using early MGB seat frames cut down per Barney's website. That'll be a different video, probably in a couple of weeks. Definitely a couple of weeks. I gotta go on work travel. But these are the tacking strips that go with them. So these go under the seat, under the frame, much like a Roadster's will. Put those there. I'm going to pause and get rid of some of these staples so I don't dork anything up. Okay, anyhow. Competition Deluxe seats. Now, as you can tell, you may be able to tell, they're in a horseshoe pattern. Okay? Obviously, horseshoe. This goes on top of the seat. Seat cover goes down through there, on and on and on. Looks like I've got some oh, great. I've got some instructions. Looks like I'll have to be doing some of my own cutting, if I read that correctly. Put this, we'll move the counter out of the way. There's no more staples though there. Go to this side. Looks like these. Move this in a little bit. Are the seats. So let's put those here. Yeah. Look at all that stuff. Yeah, Seville gray. This is almost the same color as my Roadster. Holy cow. Oh well. And this is leather with vinyl back. Vinyl in areas where you wouldn't see it, leather where you're going to sit on areas, right? So here's one seat. But not a seat. Front and back. I'm sorry, back and bottom. Put that there for now. Nice. Front quarters, matte pocket, I think on the side that I don't want it. I have to think about that. I don't know if I ever told Mr. Skinner that I was doing a right-hand drive conversion, so I may need to take this off. Oh, that's going to suck if I have to. Fuck it, I'm going to deal with that later. Also want the counter out of the way. This is the center cushion. The center armrest cushion. That's long too. That's real nice. Put that there. Yeah, let's take this out right quick. Let's look at what Mr. Skinner's done for me. Instructions. I don't actually know how this gets put onto the center of the seat. If anything, well, there's the center itself. And there's this. I have purchased, like I did with my Roadster, an MGB kind of lift up and down deal. So I'll be able to use this, I think, on it. And again, this is the center. I guess like this. No, other way. I would suppose it goes around. There are instructions, like I said, came with it. You just saw them fall out. And there's that. So, gray on gray piping. This is, I think this is leather. No, this is Naugahyde. This is leather. Okay, let me back up. Leather. Vinyl. Naugahyde, right? Sure smells like it. Put that back in. Let's get these seats out of the way and onto the countertop. This is the heavy stuff. All right. Extra material. These cover the floorboard. I don't know what you call them. Near where your feet will go. And let's see, trim panel kit. What is this? Oh, door cards. Yeah. For Coupe. So door card. Some doodads, bells, and whistles. Extra here. Not that you can see that too well. Extra here. And I think the rear quarters are in what I just showed you as well. This stuff will be used for dash and that kind of stuff. As will, I believe, this. Not that I've unrolled it to look at it, but this kind of piping is, you know, maybe it's for the doors. I don't know. So I've never done a Coupe doors before, so this is sort of a new one on me. But you know, I guess we'll see how it goes. These are nice and heavy, and I'll tell you, this feels like it was most of the weight of the kit that just came in. So holy cow! Wow. Like I said, I'm not too displeased. I don't know a lot about Coupes. Move this out of here. Don't know a lot about Coupes or how they're put together, but you know they're not a lot different than Roadsters, and the Roadsters are pretty simple. So let me get this out of the way. Anyhow, there's all the stuff. All right, 2 seats worth of foams. There are the 2 seats worth of seats. Forward quarters. I do not see. There's a partial shelf. Center. I'm wondering. Maybe somewhere in here I've got. I should probably pause and open this up. Okay, there we go. There's the rear quarters. I've got 2 of these. Yeah, that's good. Okay, good. So let's go out and see if I've done myself a solid or not. Where's that piece? Okay. As you know, I've already done my parcel shelf, and I've already bought some stuff. Let's take a look. See how good of a match it is. Jesus, look at that. Okay, well, stuff I bought is a little bit darker. And it being kind of fluorescent LED light type things, it's going to be tough to kind of tell. But so the chances of me taking apart my partial shelf to redo it with the stuff that John sent me is probably 0. I'm going to keep the partial shelf as it is because I did a lot of work to that, namely for the speakers, right? And once everything else is in, it's doubtful that you're going to see the well, I know you guys, you're going to see the difference. Of course you are. Bunch of goddamn perfectionists. So I guess I'm going to just live with it. I was eager to get this thing going and get some stuff out of the way, so a little bit of a color mismatch, but that's okay. So, that's dust. I still can't figure out what I'm going to do next. I can't start the interior because I am days away from a work trip and then some vacation time. I guess I could start in on the dash. Sorry, the wood. Where to put that? There's the wood, and I've already got most of what I need to put into it, i.e. instruments and switches and so forth. I have a an order coming in from Moss, and probably here by the end of the week, which may be helpful. I guess I could put the seatbelts in. Got the holes ready to go. I'm just going to mount the things. Yeah. Well, a couple things I could... Anyway, there we go. I'm sorry. One last thing with regard to all of this. Given, I don't know what the UK's tariff rate is right now with the US, 25% or 50%? I don't remember. None of this was borne by me, and I put this order in about April 1st and paid for it about 4 days later, so April 4th or 5th or whatever. Today is September 9th, I think. It's a Monday. So the Trump tariffs got instituted sometime between that point, and per Mr. Skinner's website, I didn't get charged any of those tariffs. So you'll see more of the quality as I begin to pull this apart and start using it, but it looks like it's pretty good stuff. I also didn't pay any sales tax on this, so I think Mr. Skinner took care of that as well. Shipping was reasonable, and all told, I'm about $3,000, I think it is, somewhere thereabouts, into all of this. I'll put that price up on the on my video series. So, so far so good. I'm just glad that there's no damage from FedEx's handling of this stuff to the stuff that was within it. So, more to come, and much more to come in the very near future. Okay, another. Oh, by the way, so I have map pockets on both left and right sides, so it doesn't matter whether I've got a right-hand drive conversion or not. Both sides get the same map pocket, so that's no longer a worry or concern. Something's bugging around in there. Maybe it's just the stuff, but again, so far so good, and I like what I'm seeing. So yay. Okay, on to this. Wood dash, obviously. So starting from left to right, I've labeled where I'm going to be putting things. Okay, so map light plus its switch. Radio blank off. The clock will go here. Wiper control here. The key here. I don't know if I made this too awfully clear, but I bought myself a 3-position key thing, like this. This is the wrong one. They sent me the wrong one, but essentially you'll turn the key and then push it in to start, to activate the starter relay, right? Which leaves me a couple of areas of, well, anyway. Let me back up here. So wiper control here, key and starter here, clock here. Choke will be here, horn and little speaker grill thing here. Fog lights, headlights. The ignition warning, I think. The oil and voltmeter. That's how it came with what I ordered. Headlights, tack, speedo, panel dim rheostat. I might swap out ignition warning light for the panel, these two here, this one and this one, we'll see. Turn signal indicator here, and then the turn signal switch itself here. Most of these I've got that came with the car. I've ordered a couple of extra things. The choke cable, for example, on the native NGA, it just says a little round knob with a C on there. Like I did with my Roadster, I bought the T-handled pull thing from, I think it's Spitfire, that says choke on it. Wipers, I bought one from a TR6 with 2 positions for low speed, high speed, plus push for the wiper pump, washer pump. There we go. And I've got some work ahead of me. There's a lot of goo on this. That's adhesive. I don't know if Goo Gone will, I don't know, stay in the wood, but I guess we'll find out. I like to claim stupidity for using gooey ass tape, but I didn't do that. That's all right. And I wanted to kind of show you how big these instruments are in relation to the areas you're going in. I'll just zoom in here, you can kind of see. Inner circle on this is obviously where the wood is, and the outer circle is roughly the size of the actual unit. Unit itself. So I'll have this. Kind of got the hiccups now. I'll have this issue with that size here and here, and something a little bit similar. I've got the speedometer. I'll show you this one. This is the speedometer, coolant, temperature, and fuel level all in one gauge. Nice and slight. This is the body size. I'll be using this as a template. And as you can see, it's gonna fit if I take out the ridges that are in there. So that won't be too tough. A file and 20 minutes of careful filing will get me the hole that I need to take the larger instruments. Okay, same thing here. Okay, so again, some filing and such. This is one reason why I've not wanted to really stain this thing and start putting down all the other stuff that makes it look shiny and pretty. That, and I'm glad I didn't, because I just didn't know about all this stuff here. And then in some cases, I may have to hog out or... Yeah, I may have to hog out some of this stuff. I think the headlight area here, that hole will be fine. Fog light switch will be fine. The ignition warning here or here, they're a little, well, no, this one's a little bit bigger. So I may put the ignition warning there and the panel dimmer here. But this hole are the same. I'll put the choke here. More or less true to what would have gone on to a coupe, but we'll go from there. I also have the chrome piece that goes on the bottom, but I believe it's for the right hand. Actually, you know what? I know for a fact it is. I may not be able to use that, so I may be selling that and doing something else. I think it was Model A or Model T Fords. One of the two, something early, like in the 40s or 30s, had stainless steel fender welting. And I think I saw in Scarborough Fair's catalog that they've got that stuff. I know Moss does. I could buy lengths of the stuff and just bend it as I need to. Perhaps. I'll see. That's a ways down the road too. Again, I'm going to be on travel for work. So I have to put this aside for a while. I may just post this tonight. Yeah, fuck it. I gotta get some work done. Otherwise, I'm gonna start obsessing. Well, if nothing else, I can start hogging out these suckers and go from there. I've got everything else ready to go, more or less. More or less. Anyway, so there's that. I've got some decisions to make. So not only is today gas station sushi and screw top wine day, it is also another unboxing video. I've got more stuff to show, and this is kind of important. So let's move over here. This is the radiator that I got off of eBay. And I thought I saw somewhere where it's got a fan too. Yeah, 4 with fan. So 4 with fan. So hopefully I've got a fan, which would be kind of nice. This thing was dispatched out of the City of Industry in California. I think that's LA. San Diego. I think it's LA, but nicely packed so far. Double boxed. Kind of squished in there in the bottom. Weird color on this cardboard too. And there she blows. Oh, it does have fans. I did not order this with fans, and this was like $148. Fucking A. And Wizard Cooling charged me almost $600 for just a radiator. I don't know, it seems to me it's maybe the wrong size, but in terms of up and down. But, well, shit, god damn it. I'm kind of hem and hawing because I've got the 6 or 8 blade, whatever it is, plastic fan that comes with the engine, and it's renowned for doing a great job. I may just take it off in lieu of these fans. Huh. Okay, well. Let's look at some of the quality or craftsmanship. I don't want to take it out of the bag yet. I'll do another video on a basic pressure test with a bicycle tube. I'll pause and hand carry. So the welds look really nice. A little bit of unevenness there, but I mean, overall first impressions are really great. And again, about $150. Shipping was free because it's off of eBay. Yeah. Plus the fans. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Well, okay, so I'm going to pause and get the next thing ready to go. I'm going to put this back in the box, put it in the garage. I'm not going to touch this for a couple weeks because I've got travel and other stuff I've got to get doing, so I'm not going to be able to get to the car at all. So one sec. I figured I might as well show you one of the fans. Well, let's see. Okay, mounting kit. Nice. 80 watts. So that's not bad. More mounting stuff. Okay. So I'm looking at probably 20 amps ish for both fans to be running at the same time for 160 watts. Cool. All right, next one is also something I got off of eBay, and this is for my seats. And in fact, they are seat heaters. Moss Motors has a kit that's just about the same thing and much more expensive. I know this because I put this same kit from Moss into my Roadster. Those seat heaters. God damn. Okay. So, you can see this too well, but 1, 2, 3, 4 different heater elements. One for your butt and one for your back for 2 seats. All the wiring, of course, that goes with it. The controller that'll do for both of them. I've used these. I did this on my Roadster again, like I say. Let me show you something that's a little bit different on this one. My Roadster, I just had a 2-position switch, 3, off, low, and high. And this one central thing, and 5 different positions, 5 different heating settings. Little LEDs, one here and one there. Passenger, driver seat, right-hand drive, right? So this will go under the center console. I've got that coming from Moss. Where did I put the... Oh, there it is. And then all of the rest of the wiring that you see in the bag there plugs into this thing, and it's all ready to play. All you do is put the ground and the power to it, and hook it up to the different seat heater elements, and it's easy. The kit that I got from Moss a long time ago, just as easy, just as self-evident, but 4 times the cost. I'll leave that there. And lastly, I have been looking for this. This is the only one like it that I could find. It is Chinese, and my intent was to find something that you turn and push in to start the car. I did not receive this. So, like a Volkswagen, like your mom's Chevy or whatnot, auxiliary or run, and then start. So this is not the push button start that I wanted. God damn it. So I've got both this one I got from China, it came pretty quickly actually, also from the City of Industry in California. And the other one I got off of Amazon, which is a Dorman, an American one, heavier duty, which is there. I will likely use that one and see about returning this thing. I'm disappointed. I really wanted something that was unique and interesting. I still, in either this one or the other one, I still have only one opening on my dash. So that is it. Take a few still shots. I'll upload this to YouTube, and I'm going to be off the reservation for a couple weeks. Peace out.